listen the story House Part 1. So how the bus yesterday, we just went through this, how the bus started. It was coming down hills and very slowly it is coming, and all the passengers were so impatient and they got so angry, and then the conductor requested them to come and push the bus, and they pushed, and slowly the bus reached and it suddenly stopped at one place like a tron, like a obstinate bull, stubborn bull. It stopped and they slowly dragging slowly like a tron, like a boy who is not ready to go to school, and stood in one place like an obstinate bull, that too in front of one person's house, that is called, the hole is called Mujaba Hotel. So the bus halted there. Now I read the next one. As it halted, it gave a big lurch, sending the passengers helter-skelter, churned like water in a pitcher when carrier stumbles. As it stopped there, the bus stopped. As it halted, it gave a big lurch. Sudden movement. Suddenly it stopped with some shaking movement, and all the passengers, all the passengers are waiting very patiently when they have to get on that bus. So it stopped all the passengers, sending the passengers helter-skelter. Idiom it is. Helter-skelter, disorderly. Helter-skelter, suddenly we say there is a snake, means everybody will go here and there without any proper order. So when the bus stopped, all the passengers, they got on helter-skelter and churned like water in a pitcher. How? They all came out just like when you churn. We churn the butter, you know. When you churn, how it will come, like that all the passengers came out. And came out when the carrier stumbles. When the carrier, whatever stumble, it will fall down. How everything is spread, like that all the passengers came out, going here and there, running. All the passengers got down. The coolie put his hand on a huge wooden box and shouted, "Whose box is this?" So they keep some box and other things on the top of the bus, no? The coolie, he started giving one after another luggage, and he's asking one big trunk, the box is there, he's asking who's Bayaji, that man who was brushing away the dust from his body, answered, "Oh, it's mine, please lower it down." Then Bayaji said, "Oh, it's mine, please put it down slowly." The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box, which Bayaji caught with ease. Heaved means uttering. Uttering a sound. Uttered and grunted. Now heavy thing when you say some sound, make some sound, that is heaving. He uttered and grunted and slowly he lowered the trunk. Bayaji had packed his entire household goods in the box. So what could be in the box? All the things he had, all the things when he is coming from one place. So he wound up the place and he is coming, so he put all the things in it. There was no longer any reason to hang around in Mumbai. Now we know from where he is coming and why he is coming. He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the dockyard and had retired from the service 2 months before. Not that he had held an important position, he had merely got an extension for 2 years. During that period, he had become a supervisor. Otherwise, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had worked very hard whenever he could save any money. So, this is the reason why he has come. He was working in a dockyard in Mumbai. Dockyard is what? Where all the ships will come and carrier ships. They come, all the things will be normally in the shipyard, wherever seashore is there only we find harbour, dockyard and everything. So dockyard is a place where all the goods will be kept, and loading, unloading, adding, export, import, all these things will be taking place. So he was working as a daily wage, coolie is who the daily wage there, and his work is to only lift the load and loading and unloading. This is what he was doing. And for the past 35 years, he was doing only that job and had retired from the service 2 months before. 35 years, he had put on service as a coolie. 2 months back, he retired. Not he had held an important position, he was only a coolie, but had merely extension. Actually, he got retired, but 2 months extra he got. Why? Because he worked very hard and very honest person. Hard working and honesty got him a merit that he got an extension of working for some more period, and that too as a supervisor. All the through he was working like a coolie only. Just before the retirement, that too because of his hard work and honesty. See, this is what a person needs, all these hard work, honesty. If these two things are there, these are the values. If these two things you inculcate right from the childhood, you will always be successful. You will get a good recognition. So he got that. He was working as a coolie for many days, and just before the retirement, he got the supervisor position. Now he got retired and he is winding up all the things and put all the things in his box and coming to his village. Balaji had crossed 60 but was in sound health. 60 years old man, but very stern, nice physical body, good health. Why is this? Because he is a hard worker. He used to load and unload, take the things and all, do hard work. When you do hard work, naturally your body will be very fit. If you simply sit, sleep, eat, sleep and lazy without any exercise, you will grow fat and you will have no strength at all. He had a sturdy frame right from birth, sturdy, very strong, right from the birth. And hard work had given a well-formed shape to his strong body. Just now I told you, he works very hard. That hard work only gave him a sound health. He paid 15 paise to the coolie, put the box in which he had thrown pots and pans and sundry other things on his own head and began walk to the direction of his house. He gave paise. Those days, paises only are the coins. Nowadays we don't have, we have only 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin. That's it. Those days we used to have 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa. Nowadays it is not there. So he used to give 15 paisa, he is more. So he gave 15 paise to the coolie. He took the box on his head and started walking towards his house. What is there in the box? All the pots, pans, cookery items, utensils and all. And sundry. Sundry means all small, petty other things. Several petty things. So these are some small things were there in this box. As he reached Kadam's house, he saw Bujaba coming towards him. Kadam, Bujaba, all these are the some officials of that village. When he came to Kadam's house, he saw that Bujaba, headman, he is coming towards him. Bujaba was known rascal of the village. Very bad quality. Rascal means one who has not soft, one who is not soft, and very some little bit of harsh fellow. Bayaji balanced his burden on his head, straightening his neck, said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" So as he was coming after long days, so he put the box on his head, and as he approached, Bayaji approached Bujaba, he said simply, "Greetings to you, sir." So naturally, when we see somebody, we wish good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all like that. He just said, "Greetings to you, sir. How things are going on? How are you? How things are going on?" Bayaji was a Mahar, by caste, and according to the age-old custom, he should have greeted Bujaba with, "My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother." So, when Bayaji merely said greetings, Bujaba became curious and said, "Do you think you can become a Brahmin merely by saying greetings? Can you forget your position simply because you have turned a Buddhist?" See, as he entered the village, this is what he faced. He simply said, "Greetings." But this Bujaba, I told he is from the forward caste and also one of the head of the villages. And then one of the heads of the village. And then what he said is, when he said, he expected Bayaji to say, "My humble salutations to you, who are my father and mother." He did not say all these things. He simply said, "Greetings to you, sir, how things are going on." But this man expected him because he is a Mahar. Mahar is one caste, backward caste. So he said, "See, you are a Mahar. Is this the way you will greet me? You are supposed to say, 'My humble salutation, namaste, namaskaram, dandalaya,' ala antam kada." Ee Bujaba village lo పెద్ద మంచి బ్రాహ్మణ్. ఎలాంటిది ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేశాడో, వై ఐ మ్యూజిక్ తెలుగు హియర్ ఈజ్, ఈ లైన్ మీకు అర్థం కావాలి. ఆయన ఏం చెప్పాడు? "బాగున్నారా దొరా" అని అన్నాడు. "బాగున్నారా" అని అన్నాడంటే ఈయనేం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడు? దండాలయ్య దొరా, మీరే తల్లిదండ్రులతో, అంటే దే థింక్ దట్ దీస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ ద పవర్ క్యాస్ట్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఫాదర్ అండ్ మదర్, అంతటి రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇవ్వాలి. He did not give. That is why he got wild. He did not give, no. He gave, he didn't use all these words. That is why he got so wild, and he said, "Why do you think you can become a Brahmin?" He is a Mahar. But what happened is, very quickly all these Mahars, they took Buddhism. They converted them into Buddhist. Okay, that is why he says that you have taken the other religion. Don't think that you will be equal to Brahmins. So you are very proud of that. That is so these things and all. He said, "Can you forget your position simply because you have done?" You cannot forget your position. How much ever you convert yourself into the other, taking the other religion, you will be Mahar only. Don't forget that. So this is what he told. Bayaji was nonplussed. For a moment, he was tempted to knock him down with his box, but realized that he couldn't afford to do so. Besides, now he had come back to his village for good. He was to spend the rest of his days on the soil and would be interred in the same soil. He would not be able to return to Pune or Mumbai thereafter. It was not a good policy to incur hostility of anyone in the village, least so of the party, the village headman. So now, when he said all these things, this Bayaji got so wild, he wanted to knock him down with a heavy trunk which he was carrying on his head. But he couldn't do all those things. Bayaji was nonplussed. Nonplussed means confused. So when he said all these things, Bayaji was confused. for a moment, and then he felt like knocking him down with that heavy box. But he couldn't do so. Why? Because he has come to his native place. All his forefathers were there only and they entered their life. And he also wanted to be end his life in the same soil like how his ancestors and all. That's why he controlled his anger. And moreover, he cannot go back to Pune to take up because he got retirement, he cannot go back again. That's why he kept quiet, he controlled his anger, though he got so much angry, and he cannot even develop any hostility. Hostility means enmity, ill feelings. He does not want to have any enmity with him. That's why he kept quiet. So he said in a meek tone. Meek means again mild. Opposite of meek is wild. Sheep is a meek animal, lion is a wild animal. So he said in a meek tone, very mildly, he said, "Sir, why spring this on me even before I set foot on the soil of my forefathers? I have to stay here till the end of my life." With a very respectable voice, he said, "Sir, why are you angry, springing? Why are you shouting or getting annoyed? Even before I set foot is what? Step in. Before I step into the soil, why are you so angry? And I would like to be here only. This is my native place and I want to end my life here only. Why aren't you going back to your job?" Now he is asking. Now he started conversing with him. "Are you not going back?" asked Bhujabha. "No, sir. My service is over. I have turned 60. With this, Bayaji lifted the load from his head a little to place its position. He said, "No, sir, I am not going back. I have to, I got retirement, I am 60 now." "Then you have collected your fund amount?" Bhujabha was taking his measure. "Yes, sir," Bayaji replied with pride. "How much?" Bhujabha asked greedily. "Not much. What can a daily worker earn?" Bayaji answered. "Why won't you mention the figure, man?" Bhujabha persisted artfully. Then he told that, no, I am 60, I got a retirement, I cannot go back, I have come here to stay with my family. Then he said, "Oh, retirement means you will be getting lots of money, no? Fund means here money. How much money did you get?" Bhujabha was taking his measures, he was counting how much money this man has got. He might have got a lump sum of money. "Yes, sir," he replied. "How much?" he asked greedily. This man is very rascal, as we don't know in the beginning only. Greedily he asked. "Not much," he said. "What, sir? I did not get much. What I will be getting? I am only a coolie, daily wager." "What a daily wager will get lump sum of money?" "You won't mention the figure, man." He's asking, "Why don't you mention the figure?" He continued. He is forcing him to tell how much money he got. Some 2,500 rupees. 2,500 rupees those days is a huge amount. He said 2,500 I got. Bayaji gave the correct figure. "Bayaji, you have heavy load on your head. Go to your house first. We will talk at a leisure later," Bhujabha said in a mock sympathy. See, this man's ill feeling has come out. Till then he shouted at him saying that you are a Maha, you have to know your question, you have to know this, that and all. Now he mentioned the figure that he had got this much money to 2,500 rupees means he wanted to swindle some money from him. That's why he said, "Oh, okay, you got, now we will talk to you leisurely. You have got a heavy load on your head. Go home, take rest. Later on, we will talk." Mock sympathy. Mock sympathy means something which is artificial, like a teasing. It is not coming out from his heart. He's just telling that because he has got some money, he wanted to spend it, he wanted to cheat him. That's why he said, yes, yes, Bayaji mumbled. Mumbling means speaking in a low voice. Speak slowly. So, Bayaji mumbled. He mumbled and walked in the direction of his house. So slowly he spoke and he went towards his house. At the moment, Bayaji was proud of owner of 2,500 rupees in cash. So it made no difference whether he was an untouchable or a Buddhist. Now, according to this Bujava, now Bayaji is the owner of this much money. All the time he was shouting at him saying that you are a Mahar, you just mind it. But now, because he has got this much money, whether he is a Mahar or whoever, that doesn't matter to Bujava. So we will continue in the next class. Thank you. Your class.